Hello and welcome to Optional Rule. My name is Scott. I'm the host of this show. This is an ad hoc stream today. I'm just hanging out, doing a little bit of talking. I'm going to play a game called Solasta Crown of the Magister. Now, I backed this on Kickstarter. When I first saw it, it came out as a setting of for D&D 5th edition based on the SRD, so it's an open gaming license setting. I have it. Honestly, I haven't really read it, but at the same time, they were producing a video game. So this actually came out, I think, in early access before Baldur's Gate 3. It is a 5th edition SRD 5.1, which I have to confess I don't quite understand the difference between the different SRDs, but I'm assuming it's some sort of update. So it's a 5th edition video game that I'm looking forward to trying. I have not played this at all. I think I've got 11 minutes played. I just picked it up last night. Again, it's in early access and it's supposed to have about 10 hours of play. Well, we're not going to get through 10 hours here, but I thought I'd fire it up, see what it's like, and you can take a peek at it too. So welcome to the stream. By the way, if you're new here, if you're returning, whatever it is, it's great to have you here. This is an ad hoc stream. I stream regularly on Saturday afternoons around noon Eastern. Just talking about D&D, doing D&D game prep, tabletop role-playing theory of all kinds. So if you're interested in any of that, go ahead and drop a comment down in the comments. If you're watching live on Twitch or on YouTube, I stream simultaneously to both. The full archive is over on YouTube. So ask any questions, any thoughts you have. Drop a question in about Solasta, about D&D, about other tabletop role-playing games in general. Really, whatever's on your mind. This is a low-pressure day. I don't have a specific topic in mind other than this game. So I thought I'd fire it up and see what it's about. I had a great stream yesterday. I don't know if you got a chance to join me, but I designed basically a side-by-side encounter for my campaign. By the way, if you're in my campaign, no spoilers today, don't worry about it. But I will say I will post that. Spicy heck boy. It's a spicy heck boy day, by the way. I will post the write-up for that adventure, basically a whole encounter that I designed yesterday, to my blog after I run it, because it's going to be relevant for this next session coming up. I'm going to guess it's going to take 2 sessions, maybe 3 on the outside, but probably 2 sessions for the players to get through it. You know, maybe they'll surprise me and knock it out in one, but we'll see. But I'll post it. It'll be a great little one-shot that you can run in your game. I'm going to post it as a standalone item. If you were with me yesterday, I talked about extending an existing encounter with this, which I'm going to do in my game. But this encounter, if you were there yesterday, you'll know it can exist on its own. It doesn't need to be intertwined with this this Rime and the Frost Maiden encounter that we're doing. So I'll post it, make a great little one shot. There's some exciting elements in it that I think add a lot to a game. So I'll be posting that. Look out for that in the blog in the next 2 weeks. That creates a bit of a problem because I have to figure out what to post this week. I post to my blog every week, optionalrule.com. Great experience there. There's a lot of great content. People have reacted very well to it. I've been very, very, very pleased, very happy with the type of engagement that I've been getting there. So yeah, I'll post that there pretty soon. All right, let me go to my game stream. Boop. I'm gonna have my little window. It's gonna take me a second to start this game up. You might hear some music as it starts in the background. I have to get it to acquire the appropriate screen. It might do it on its own. So I'm not much of a video game streamer. I do it occasionally. There's some weeks where I'll do it several times if something seems interesting to me. But other games I don't stream at all. So these game streams are really an ad hoc thing. I'm gonna crank that down just a little bit. The sound cuts out when I go out of the window. That's okay. If it's too loud or if it's too soft, please let me know. It's pretty loud for me, but I'm going to keep rolling with it as best I can. And if there's something you want to see me do in game, some aspect of it, please let me know. It sounds going to cut out for a second as I have to manually get the game capture to grab that window. So you'll forgive me for a second. This should do it. Done. Aha! There we go. So this is Solasta itself. Now, as far as I know, this is an early access game, so be aware of that. But I have seen a couple videos of it. It looked interesting enough for me to try out, so that's what I'm going to do. It's a typical 5e game. You can go through creating your characters. I'm probably going to create one character just to see what that process is like, and you can sit there with me and see what it's like too. And I'm going to go ahead and then load the standard characters from other types. First thing I'm going to do is half the music volume because I'm sure you want to hear the game. But you probably don't need to hear me. You probably don't need to hear the music as much. So I have not played, like I said before, New Adventure. And I'm going to Crown of the Magister, New Realms of Solasta, turn their eyes towards the Badlands and its treasure. Okay, so it's a wasteland kind of thing. But war isn't the only threat looming over the Principality of Mazgarath. It's a party-based game, which is neat, but I have to say I feel like I'm playing the same exact game for the last 25 years. I feel like I've been playing the same exact game since Baldur's Gate came out, or maybe even Pool of Radiance from the 80s. But Anyway, so you can have personal characters. That's a character I created last night. There are pre-gen characters. There's one of each type. Like I said, the Life Cleric, Paladin, Ranger, Fighter. I'm going to go ahead and create one regular character and then load the others from pre-gens. So I'm going to go ahead and recreate. Can I delete this guy? No. Select. No. No, I don't see a way to I don't see a way to delete a character. Doesn't really matter. All right, so right now, Ancestry. I think this is interesting. I saw this last night. Again, I just got through the one character creation thing. I haven't played at all. So I'm going to be learning this as I go. So excuse my little fumbling around. First thing you get here is Ancestry. And I actually think this is interesting. They're already adopting the new terminology. Races is sort of becoming more passe. This came out, I think, last summer. So they're already using the term Ancestry for your sort of heritage or your biological ancestry. You got some halflings with 2 lineages, high elf with 2 lineages, humans, I assume it's variant humans, hill dwarf, half elf, 1 type of half elf. Man, look at that art. I like that art. That's pretty cool. What do we want to see? Let's do something against type. I'm going to create a dwarf wizard. A wizard! Ah, that's how lineage is. So I have a snow dwarf or a hill dwarf. What's the difference? Snow dwarves. Snow dwarves are proficient with heavy crossbow, blah, 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 seeing darkness. Hill dwarves get +1 hit point per level. Snow dwarves get +1 or proficiency with a crossbow. I don't know why I care about that, to be honest. I've got cantrips if I'm going wizard. So they've got +1 wisdom, +2 con. Ooh, Snow Dwarf has +1 dex, which could come in handy. I'll admit that. That could come in handy. Yeah, let's do that. See, high elf. What do we have with high? I just want to see what they have. You have a high elf or you have a sylvan elf, which I guess is like a wood elf. You might hear some banging. By the way, we had a bunch of ice. So maybe if my house collapses, we got an ice storm last night. So if my house collapses, we might be in trouble. Over in halflings, you have marsh halflings. You have, what else? Marsh halflings have constitution bonus. A island halfling, which look at that. They're little pirates. Little pirate halflings. I love that. They have +1 charisma. And humans have +1 all ability scores. So they're vanilla humans. Half elves have +2 charisma and increase 2 other scores by 1. Choose any 2 skills. I'm still gonna go against type here. I'm gonna choose a dwarf. I'm gonna choose gender. What do females look like? Do females have beards? That's cool. I'm gonna choose a dwarf wizard. Quarterstaff, Scholar's Pack, Component Pouch. All right, sounds good. And I am going to you can take a background. So you've got the class that you take that gives you your hit dice, that gives you proficiency bonus. Move is, I guess they do things in squares like 4th edition here, which makes sense. It's probably easier to do. Philosopher, low life, sellsword, spy, lawkeeper, aristocrat, academic, or acolyte. I assume these just give you some skills. And you can choose an alignment. All right. And you choose some sort of personality backgrounds. Lawkeeper, aristocrat, low life, greed, egotism, caution, or kindness. I'm going to say I'm a street person who is raised by a single master. So I'm going to choose caution and kindness. And I'm going to say I am chaotic good. I tend to like chaotic good. We'll just make a good person all around. Altruism. And I'll do kindness again. I wonder what the effect of choosing kindness twice is. No idea. Let's find out. This is interesting. So you can roll dice Oh man, that's pretty cool. I'm gonna go and just keep. I'm gonna do what I did in the old games. I'm gonna roll till I get something I like and I can stand. That's fine. I don't need to re-roll. Roll up to 18. So my intelligence is a. Oh, what happened there? Okay. My int is pretty good. I have a high con to begin with, and a high dex. So if I do this dex, that'll give me a +3 to dex. This will give me a plus to con. 13, 12, 13, 14. No, 13. 15. 15. So solve something for my con, and then the rest I'll just take wisdom, charisma, and strength. That's a pretty good character, to be honest. A little OP, but that's fine. Very good stats. Class skills, so I can choose class skills. Choose skills from Arcana, History, Insight, Investigation, and Medicine. So of course, let's do Arcana. I get 2 of these. What else can I do something with? I don't really know what these. Investigation, when you look around for clues and make just deductions based on your clues, and make an intelligence investigation check. How does that compare to history? It's hard to say with these skills how much they're used in game, so I have a hard time making a good assessment. Let's just choose history. Arcana and history. Next. Cantrips. I have no idea how deep this goes, so it's possible you can't specialize. I bet you can, though. Firebolt is kind of a standard, right? Let's do that. I can choose 3 of these. So I can Firebolt, Ray of what else? Shocking Grasp, Sparkle, 2 Strikes, Shine. What is that? Target of an enemy creature within 10 feet. On a failed wisdom save, the creature will emit light and illuminate the surrounding for 1 minute. New saving throw can be performed. Hold Alt for more information. It didn't say, does it give me advantage to hitting them or something? I don't know. Poison spray. I'm going to do that. And I'm not really sure what a lot of these things do. I wish I had crowd control. Disadvantage in concentration checks. Dazzle. Lower the target's AC. Yeah, so I'll do that for a little bit of crowd control. I get 6 class spells at first level. So let's do... Shield's pretty damn good. I wonder how you use... If you can use reactions, I wonder how that works in this game. Detect magic. Certainly want to take that. Let's take Burning Hands. I'm going to sneeze. Sorry about that, everybody. Jump, Mage Armor. Let's not take too much time here. Single target attack spell. Good and Evil is probably good. Oh, I should have taken Identify. I didn't realize that was a... Oh, I already get that automatically. It's a ritual spell. It can be cast. Let me change this. So I definitely want to Identify. There we go. Definitely want to Identify. What other do I absolutely have to have? Hideous Laughter is pretty good. It takes out a target. Detect Magic seems like it's a very good spell to have. You know, Comprehend Language as a ritual spell seems interesting. Let me take that. I only have 2 left, so I've got 1. Do I have any attack spells? And Mage Armor is neat. I'm going to take Mage Armor for defense, and I'll take at least 1 attack spell. So that's going to have to be Magic Missile. Yeah, that's fine. Most of them utility spells. Is there a randomized? I will say I'm not a big fan of the models in this. I hope they changed them. They look really weird in the face. Especially their eyes. The look on their face is really creepy. Let's see. Skin tones. I saw this last night when I was messing around with it. They need to do more with darker skin tones. I think they're trying to make this sort of dark skin, but it comes off weird. Greens are cool. I mean, I like the different colors, but they should at least have a full spectrum of human colors, right? Oh, I like that hair. Digging that, digging that. I don't like the flat stuff. I don't know what that baldy thing is. I think they mix male and female hair together. Yeah, I'll do that one. Weird face, but sure. Age, that's as young as she can look.
Pay attention. There's a trap. Deal with it. Come on, harder.
That sounds good to me. Additional backstory. You can write a backstory for the character. What am I missing? Looks like I have to... I can't finish it yet. You must input a name. Ah, okay, let's do something. Freya. That's a great name. Freya of Clan Stronghammer. Freya Stronghammer. All right. So we'll select her. And I'm going to go with pre-gens for the other ones. So that's essentially character creation. I can deal with that. So definitely going to need a rogue. I don't know if I'm going to definitely get it. I would think I would need a rogue. Probably cleric and a paladin for the fighter. Well, I got to confess, I'm tempted to see what the fighter can do. Do life cleric. And we will do a... Am I missing something? I have a... This looks like a human. So human. What was Anton? Hey, how are you doing, Glackon123? The faces are a bit odd looking, but it feels like something that we're going for a distinct look. Yeah, it's an art style for sure. I mean, they get an artist in. This reminds me a lot of EverQuest 2. That dead in the eyes look for characters. That always freaks me out a little bit, but what are you going to do? Paladin, you vote. If you want Paladin or Fighter. I need a Fighter type. Which would you prefer to see? Paladin or Fighter? I'm going to close out the voting in a moment. I'm going to go with Fighter, actually. We really have enough spells, so I'm going to do Paladin. All right, let's do Paladin. All right. There we go. It's a dwarf Paladin, too. Sounds good. So two dwarfs. Starting. Casting spells consumes spell slots. Most classes regain spell slots after a long rest. Yes. I like this kind of art. Like, this art is super cool. I wish this could be translated to the game. I don't know how they do that 3D wise, but I would love that style of art to be translated to the game. Press any key to start.
Before the cataclysm. There were no gods on Solasta. No humans either. Then the rift opened. Some say it was a magical accident, or the work of an evil god. No one knows for sure. The cataclysm destroyed the old High Elf Empire. Manicalan, they called it, and twisted the land beyond recognition. Now, only the brave and the foolish go there.
Foolish.
In search of ancient treasures. But something is happening deep in those Badlands.
Uh-oh.
Whatever it is, it can't be good.
that's the best writing in the world. 1024 AC. It is a time of political tension between the Principality of Margos and its neighbors. The Legacy Council stands as a neutral organization with representatives from all over the Eastern Kingdoms. It has issued a call to hire adventurers to bolster its efforts to explore the perilous Badlands. A valiant group gathers at the Gravekeep's Cask Inn. Not a very entertaining band. Ready to take up the challenge. Guess who that is? Ah, in context, actually, the art looks pretty good. I can deal with that.
This beer tastes like donkey piss. Not that I'm complaining.
Hope I'm not too late. Ran into a bit of trouble on the way here. Take a load off. There's plenty of donkey piss to go around.
If you're here for the council job, get in line. Though if this Lord Karen doesn't show up soon, I may go looking for him.
Another round, barkeeper. 4 of your finest flagons of donkey piss, please.
Looks like you've been waiting here a while. We do what we have to. So what's this trouble you were telling us about? Well, I was making my way here when 3 bandits leapt from the bushes with crossbows. They dragged me off to some decrepit prison and tossed me in a filthy cell that smelled of rat piss. Don't know what was holding the place up.
A lot of rat piss in this dialogue tree. Okay. Okay, I'm digging it. I can deal with that, Tavern. All right, escape the bandits' prison. A new quest has started. Objective, find a way out. What is it? You must find a way out of the crumbling prison, blah, blah, blah. Okay, right click. I can tilt. Oh, I like that. Look at that, how it puts a transparent globe around the character. It drives me bananas when I'm unable to see behind a wall. Okay, this is the tutorial. Select the character, clicking left. That was a left click. I'll get a forbidden sign if it's an invalid destination. Right click and drag the road. I already did that. WSAD keys to move the camera around. Understood. All right. I was saying before, I do kind of feel like I've been playing the same RPG since Baldur's Gate. And I wish AI opponents or a procedural world or something would become much more prevalent. Can I search? Is there a search ability? What is that? Cast light cantrip. Oh, that's my cleric. All right, I don't have anything to equip. I'm guessing. All right, there's my little. I'm guessing I'm going to just have to do the standard tutorial and find my items here. Maybe punch some folks in the face. All right, tutorial journal. Lower left-hand corner. It'll give me more information. My journal. Log lists current objective. The log also hints at context. Understood. The journal. Gives me the dialogue tree I just had. Yeah, sounds good. Pretty straightforward. Quest log. Find a way out. Bestiary. Known creatures. Factions. That's cool. They're definitely trying. Oh, and you can have different standings with each different faction. That seems decent. So it's sandboxy. I guess it's going for a sandboxy. And your tutorial track. Going for a sandboxy type of world and has a wiki that's published as well. All right, great. That's fantastic. Is there... all right. I don't know how if I'm supposed to be looking for secret things. That's something that always... The door doesn't seem to let me do anything. Yeah, I love dynamic factions too. I mean, I wish they were more rich than just... just build up points or remove points. I wish there was some context to it. That's what I was getting at. I wish there was some way to have like an AI DM, but in due time. Crawl through the hole on the other side. You can get better view. Use Q and E to move the mouse while holding down the left button. Okay. Character automatically kneel. All right. So it says Q. Oh. Q and E. Oh, that moves the camera. Aha. Click to examine this object. All right. So you get a little gear icon when something is usable. Ah, a little, and left click seems to be the use. What do we got here? Torch, light source. Sure. Can I use it as a weapon? Yes, I can. Bright, dim, 4. Oh, no, I can't. That's just its radius of light. Gives me no damage. Maybe I can... I have no idea if I can use that or not. Let's see what we got over here. Shall we? All right, so things glow if I can loot them. I can't do anything with that door apparently. I don't even get the won't move click sound. Anything in these? I'm an explorer, by the way, so you just got to deal with that. Did you play Pathfinder Kingmaker? If you love dynamic factions, I'm wondering what you thought about that. There's some kind of glowing light over here. Highlighted elements are interactive. The cursor indicates that can be performed, opening, pushing, activating. If an action requires a dice roll, the difficulty class will be displayed. This is comparable so far, at least, to Baldur's Gate 3, which I have played. It is also very early access. I don't know comparatively how much each one of these is intended to be developed, but okay. Crawl. You'd think they seal these things better. Okay, escape the bandit prison objective, find a way, leave the cave. All right, so it looks like there was a, this looks like some way over here. So it automatically climbs, that's climbing. I wonder if it automatically jumps. Because I know there's jumping skill in this game and there's jumping spell, so one would imagine. That gives me nothing. I just had a second ago a movement sphere. Here, what do I do? Oh, there we go. How do I get that back? Come on! Damn it. Damn it. Never played it, but RPG video game experience is really limited. Yeah, it was good. It's a good RPG, especially if you like Pathfinder. It was a very good implementation of it. It felt like playing 3rd edition. Tutorial, climbing and jumping. And climb and jump, simply click on the destination depending on the character's strength and proficiency with athletics. You can jump and climb between 2 and 5 cells. You can always jump over 2 cells, drop down 3 cells, and climb up 1 cell. Okay. Or climb up easy surfaces like ladders and ropes without any trouble. That's giving me a character with a strength 15 and no proficiency in athletics cannot jump far enough to reach the chest in this example. They're giving me below a fighter with strength 15 to 20 can jump across 3 cells. So can a character with a strength 11 to 14 plus proficiency in athletics. All right, so it's just standard D&D. Actually, that, I guess, in D&D 5th edition, your athletic skill does not change your distance of jumping. That's good. I wish it did, actually. So this is appearing to me to say that I could jump here if I had enough strength and or athletic skill. Can I not? Yeah, I can jump here. That's probably a standard jump. I can climb. Ironically, though, this distance looks shorter than this distance, so I have to confess I don't get that, but that's fine. Let's go over here. So according to this, I could probably navigate a path around this way if I couldn't get through that. By basically climbing up here. Let's see if I can do it. Climb up here, jump over here and around here without getting over here. It's this whole thing. Actually, I guess it looks like that's what I'm supposed to do. Haha. All right. I guess I push that down. Fair enough. All right, so the puzzle, I assumed I could clear this space. That's still a little odd because this looks like a smaller space. I guess I'm supposed to get down here and push this rock out of the way. Fair enough. Alrighty. What else do we got? Healing potion, probably a good thing. I'm still wondering if this torch can be used as a weapon because I've got a light source slot and I've got a primary slot. And I have no idea, but I've got the torch in my primary slot. I don't know if that's a bug or it's supposed to run like that or what, but... All right, so it looks like I'm supposed to get through this. Does that wall just disappear on me? Yes, it did. All right. 3 people hanging in here. That's not great. No other weapon. I'm just going to have to use my torch, I guess. Use my cleric spells and my torches. Or just drop a wall on them. Suckers. All right. Can I, is there like an alt key where I can highlight usable item? Oh, I can't. Alt highlights usable items. So I can't recover any of the stuff that they just dropped. Bummer. Looting and inventory management. Click on a chest containing loot. Everything you carry affects your weight gauge, so be wary of reaching your weight limit, as it will slow you down a lot. Equipment and light sources must be placed in the appropriate slots before they can be used. That does not appear to be true. Sometimes you can stack an item in your inventory. All right. Where'd all the rest of this stuff come from? That's weird. Suddenly I have a whole bunch of, I guess it equipped all of my equipment all at once. Crafting a scroll of cure wounds, ration pouch. And what is this? An arrow. Probably don't care about that all that much. Come on, you. All right. I'm a human. So it says light source is separate from, I wonder if that's switched to your equipped items of this configuration with a torch. So I can, these are basically hotbars. I can switch between my secondary configuration, primary, and light source. That's what that is. All right, that makes sense. What is this? Scroll of Revisify. So if somebody dies, I can bring them back. I got a potion of healing. Is there a, I don't see a quick bar. Is there a potion slot? No, there is not. I have arrows as ammunition, but see if my, I have crossbow bolts. Okay, crossbow bolts and arrows are separate in this. All right, fair enough. Let's see what else we got to do here. All right, I can only interact with this. Boop. Switch from phone to computer so I can see properly how it looks. Pretty neat layout. Yeah, I agree.
That trick with the wall. Glad you're no worse for wear.
This council needs to get organized. They have no right to keep us waiting like this. You think the council cares about the likes of us? They'll get to us when they're good and ready.
Well, let me tell you my story then. I too was accosted on the way here, but I faced my foes head on.
Unlike you, cleric. All right, so that is the paladin, and okay, so they have a backstory for each character. I have to say that's cool. All right, so this is initiative. I love that. That's an awesome interface. I like that. Moving. All right, tutorial dashing. Moving a point in the yellow area. What am I doing here? Your main action switches your main action to dash. Dash doubles your movement for the turn. However, you cannot use your action to cast a spell or attack. Understood. And you get a grid as a layout. Why would I want to dash away though? This is, what are they saying? Dash is a, I don't want to dash. I'm just trying to see what their menu just told me to do. All right, that's fine. I can use, so you see every little quick bar at the bottom. Some of it might be blocked because of my little window with my very, very handsome face. Sorry about that. Another thing you can't see, sorry about this, everybody. But down in the lower left-hand corner, there is a, it tracks you, gives you a little portrait, how many hit points you have, what your AC is. So all this is good. So you can disengage, you can dodge. You can use the power. What power could I use? All right, lay on hands, neutralize poison, cure disease, or divine sense. I can ready in action. That's pretty cool. I can shove, dash. This is pretty 5e. Yeah, that's sweet. All right, I'm extremely happy about that. All right, I'm going to abort my attack and move up and attack these wolves. Let me just go up here and starving wolf. Dead wolf. And you can continue to attack after, or move after your attack, which is great. All right, sounds cool. End turn. Ah! He missed me. Oh, good thing I moved over there. Tutorial attacking. To attack an enemy using your default weapon, Mouse over them and left click. You can also cast or attack to switch weapon configuration. Not a problem. All right, next. Shoving. You can try to shove an enemy back or down. Select shove and choose the available options. If you shove an enemy backwards into a pit, they'll fall. If you shove an enemy down, they will be prone. I'm going to try shoving them off this bridge. Understood. All right. I'm going to go here. And I am going to shove, push away my dude here. Oh, I think I love this game. All right, so you can shove people off of bridges. That's really cool. And turn. There's really nothing much else I can do. I wonder if you take attacks of opportunity. I'm going to move away and see if I take an attack of opportunity. Let's go over here. Yes, you do. Opportunity attack. I should call it that. All right, that's cool. So this is 5th edition. This is making me extremely happy. What is this here? You can't see it, but below here there's this thing that's 2 out of 5. Number of cells their creature can move. All right, so the only thing that's significantly different is they break movement down into the number of squares. They call it cells in this game. I don't have a problem with that. It's a very 4th edition thing. The real advantage is it lets them sell to Europe or anybody in the metric system, because trying to talk about feet seems not helpful at all. Clicking dodging uses your main action to provide the following benefits. You can dodge. Attackers have disadvantage. Again, 5th edition, no problem. I'm not going to bother doing that because I can't take him out by dodging. All right, sweet. Cross the bridge. What else I got going on here? Anything I can use? I can't tilt down as far as I can tell. Nope. WSAD. You can't tilt down at all. You can only rotate. So this is a 3/4 view game. Neat though. I definitely like the graphics. Is the body of that wolf down there? No, he just disappeared. At least I can't see him. Fair enough. I have to disengage and push the rock. Cross the bridge, disengage, and push the rock. I don't know what that means. I'm not engaged, so am I going to get into a fight up here? Yeah. Disengaging to avoid an opportunity attack. You can use the disengage action. Yep. Battle has started. All right, I'm going to disengage and push the rock, as they say. I don't know what that means. What's the purpose of pushing the rock? Ah, I see. Story thing. Poor little buddy.
What a bunch of namby-pambies. You're lucky you weren't attacked by Sorax.
Sorax?
Mate. It's always good to be lucky.
The Badlands are thick with them. Shape-shifting bastards.
Never mind.
Oops, sorry.
Scavenger.
Aren't all drugs basically stupid? Sorax might be legend, but orcs are quite real, and not just in the Badlands. I stumbled across a secret settlement right here in the Principality.
What?
I was
How do you get a
dragging my
secret
wheelie off
settlement
the
of
hills
orcs?
west of here, and decided to leave the road to look for a shortcut. It was a beautiful day. Blue skies, birds singing. I watched one take wing.
She was
and fell
high.
right
She was
into a
definitely high.
bloody hole. Damn, that hurt like hell.
Okay, so this is my wizard character. Lighting and light sources. You can hold flammable items like torches on holders. You can light them by interacting with them, holding a torch, casting flame spell, understart. No problem. I have dark vision, so I'm not sure this really matters to me, but let me see what I can interact with here. I brings up my inventory. I have a candle, light source, or a torch. I'm going to exchange this for a torch because Why would I use a candle when I can use a torch? That makes no sense. I have a pearl. Must be for identify. Commoner's clothing. Scroll kit. So you can scribe scrolls in this, which is cool. I wonder if they use the standard D&D rules. All right, what am I saying? I'm supposed to light my way.
Light at last.
Okay. Light 2 torches. What is the torches to light? Okay. Oh, they look like they're down in here. All right. That must open that door, I bet. Come on, baby. Come on. What's down here before I... won't even let me down. I think that's a hallway. I'm not sure.
I needed that.
Now light this one. All right, leave the cave. Light 2 torches. Examine the totem. History check. Okay, they give you some facts.
Like I needed to fall into an orc shithole.
I gotta say, that's not useful information. All right. One character in 5th edition against actual orcs from the Monster Manual SRD. That could be rough. Healing. Uh-oh. That's not good. If your character casts healing spells, like a cleric, for instance, press the cast spell button and select a spell in order to recover your lost hit points. You can also use a potion found in the nearby loot. Open the inventory and right-click on your healing potion. I'm down to 3 hit points of 8. All right, so I need to heal myself. Cast spell is not going to do it. Those are all of my... How long does mage armor last for? Hold down Alt. 8 hours. I'm actually going to cast that on myself now. Nice. 16 from a 13. And I don't have a healing potion on me. Okay, that's fine. See if I can find one here. Maybe in this chest. Trap. Dead. Right. Yes. Loot all. Drink potion. And you can heal others with your potion. That's good. That was a right click I did to get that menu up. So anyway, this game is like $30, I think, right now on Steam. Again, it's early access. It's about 10 hours of play, they say. But I mean, for the whatever amount of time, hour, 45 minutes, whatever I've been doing it, this is a pretty damn tight game. The rule set seems to be in place.
There they are.
There they are.
Head down. We're on next on the menu.
All right, so they've definitely put environmental elements in this. Cautious mode. When you activate in cautious mode, you are slower, but it grants you two benefits. Hidden objects and trapdoors are easier to find, and you are harder for enemies to spot. All right, so it's like a combined stealth mode and perception, basically, search. Cautious. All right, I'm going to go into cautious mode. I have to get down here somehow. So down this ladder. How about this here? Is this the thing I can use? All right, I've used everything I can use up here. Let's go here, shall we? I should be F5 is quick save, so you can quick save. I should unquick save and then not use caution to see what happens. I'm not going to this time though. I wonder what that little concentric line, I'm guessing that's your sound profile, like how noisy you are. You probably have, I would imagine that's smaller as you get better with stealth. All right. Ah, that's how you open it. What if I wanted to fight these guys? There's there's 4 of them. Probably too much for a little dwarf like me. Yes. I'm just going to stay cautious because that fits with my character. Got it. More jumping. Leave the cave. I'm guessing... Is there something here? Again, I'm obsessively search for things. I'm guessing you can jump. You probably could have jumped it all at once if you weren't... if you were strong enough or had the jumping spell or something like that. I almost wish I'd taken it just to see what the effect would be. Okay. I like this cave design. Nice. I'm guessing that's some kind of rest spot. That's what that is, but we'll find out in a second. All right, so little vines and stuff on the wall seem to be the indicator that you're supposed to climb down.
Camped right by the only exit. Oh, it just keeps getting better. Guess I'm waiting them out. At least these rocks are damned uncomfortable.
Huh. Taking a long rest. To recover hit points, specialty abilities, and spells, you must take a long rest. To do so, you need to gather your party around a safe space. I guess that's what that campfire is. Safe places are represented by a campfire. They're also shown on the locations. Many spellcasters know more spells than they can recall at a given time. Prepared spells. So it's telling me I can change out spells and things like that. It's weird that in this location I would take a long rest, but I'm going to do it just to see what it's like. The rest is complete. Recover all hit points, half of maximum hit dice. So they do half maximum hit dice on a long rest recovery, which is not something you often see in D&D, in most D&D campaigns. Most people ignore that rule. That's interesting. All right, so I can prepare spells. I don't even know what spells I have prepared. I have 2 spell slots. Don't need to prepare these. Identify as ritual, mage armor, magic missile, hideous laughter. Select 4 spells to prepare. All right, so detect magic is a ritual spell. I don't need that. So is comprehend language. So I'm going to go with mage armor, magic missile, and which one would I want to use without? I'm going to go ahead and do detect magic. I might need to use that. Actually, I'm going to do comprehend languages. I don't think it really matters, to be honest. All right, validate and close. So I've done my long rest. This little shield icon that comes up over here. I wonder if you can take cover in this game, too. I think you probably can. That's interesting. That's great. There's a lot of depth to this tactically. What would be super is if they came out with an editing engine so you could set up your own scenarios.
I would have slaughtered every one of those green-skinned monsters.
Orcs have a very distinctive stink.
I'm beginning to think Lord Karen might be a mythical creature.
We've all told a tale of our travels here. All but one of us.
Uh-oh.
Yes, but I have a good reason for that. It's none of your bloody business.
You can't have a true friendship without trust. What are you hiding?
Fine. You want to know the truth? I stopped on the way here to visit an old friend of mine.
And to steal everything he owned.
Up to his eyeballs in debt with a loan shark.
Oh, that's not good.
Indeed. He put up a family heirloom as collateral and wanted me to reacquire it because, you see, I can be quite stealthy when necessary.
All right, the rogue tutorial. First thing to see is if the caution, the circle when we're in caution, is smaller. Recover the stolen gem. I can't tell. I can't tell if it's smaller or not. It doesn't look like it. It doesn't appear to be immediately to me, but I don't know. We'll see. Tutorial stealth. You must use cautious mode to move stealthily. Enemies can hear you. If they cross your noise circle, that's what that is. They will spot you as soon as you leave caution mode. Your noise circle depends on your armor type and your stealth skill. Also, it's a good idea to avoid moving into an enemy's field of view while carrying a light source. All right. Remain in cautious mode for the whole duration of this mission. You must make a stealth check if you attempt an object interaction while within the hearing range of an enemy, such as opening a door or chest, and you will remain undetected only if you succeed. Cautious mode also allows you to find and follow tracks. All right. So it's, yeah, combination of a bunch of things. Human tracks, probably bandits. They look quite fresh. All right. More tracks. And a barrel I can interact. A barrel I can interact with. Let's go, buddy. All right. Using the camera. Right click and drag to rotate the camera view and change your perspective. You can all rotate using the buttons. Blah, blah, blah. I already know this. Why is this telling me again? So I can spot enemies. What do we got? We got a dagger. I've got a short sword already. Got thieves tools. Oh, that's another set of thieves tools. Loot all. I wonder if they get used up.
Always thoughtful.
Aha! There's a guard up here. Am I supposed to do anything with that? Unknown creature. I'm going to assume I have to use the thieves tools on this bad boy. Click to push the object. Alrighty. I can't see on the other side of the barrier. All right, until I go in there. What's going on? Why can't I use that? I don't seem to be able to do anything. What's going on here? I can't zoom out either all of a sudden. This is not great. All right. I was locked, but no, I'm no longer locked. I don't know what's going on. I have to click on the other side of it. For some reason, I just can't click on the thing itself. Reach the next courtyard, enter the fort. I'm going to stay out of these guys' line of sight, which I am just fine with. Lock picking. Okay, you can try to pick a lock, mouse over, lock door and chest, and left click. You must select the whole. If you select the whole party, the most skilled character does it. So if you have multiple people with it, that makes sense. I appreciate that. I hate help. All right, so you actually roll and you get your roll results. I wish it went into a log because I looked away for a hot second and I didn't see it. I saw 22. I don't know what that. I saw 2 rolls, so I don't get that. Probably 1 stealth. Sleight of hand. If you're proficient with sleight of hand, you can attempt to pickpocket enemies and NPCs. Also, certain armors give you disadvantage on stealth check. This is always risky, so think twice before trying it. You must be very stealthy to stand a chance. Let's see what I got armor-wise on this character, shall I? I have a leather armor, dex bonus. All right. Where are we? What is going on? No other doors I can use. It looks like I can just go up. This courtyard. Why can't I go over here? You can't move to areas you can't see. That makes sense, I guess. That was probably what was giving me trouble earlier. Moving through that hole. All right. I've got 2 guards here. I probably want to stay out of their line of sight. Let me zoom in to see if I can move a little bit better between locations. Yeah, wait for that guard to walk away or turn his back on me, and then just walk around and behind him. People. A bandit, quartermaster, and an unknown creature. All right. I'm having a little trouble seeing something or finding a way to move this where I can get under objects. All right. Another 2 people over here. Find the treasure room. All right, so that would appear to be a candidate. Who do I select for this skill? Let me check relative skills. Is tedious. Yeah, I absolutely agree. I think I had to do that in Baldur's Gate, although honestly I don't remember. Try to pick the lock. Thieves' Tools, 22 success. All right, well that's good. So obviously I can climb up here, or else that wouldn't be there. Any objects that are interactable? None that I can see. But I'm guessing that slow movement lets you do a spot check, but it must use passive perception, I guess. I don't know. Maybe it's active perception when you're sneaking. Nice. Now, I'd be surprised if there's not a trap in here somewhere. Aha! He said knowingly. Disarming traps. You must first detect it. If you try to open or lockpick a chest with a trap you haven't detected, you'll only find out when the trap is triggered. Trying to disarm a trap, you mouse over it. Successful dexterity check. Thieves' Tools will help if you are proficient. Some traps can only be disarmed by triggering them. If you fail to disarm a trap, you may trigger it or lock it or simply need to try again. All right, depends on the trap. A 4. 4 was success. I got a total of 11 with a roll of a 4. Okay. That's, yeah, that's interesting. Oh. Oh, I had to use pickpocket to get the key. That part of the quest failed. It doesn't seem to actually matter. Looks like I was able to pick my way into that room. That's fine. That's fine. Get Liam's gem. All right, Liam. $15 gold pieces. We'll take that. And Liam's heirloom. Finder's fee. 15 gold pieces. Anything else in here that's interactable? No. I can draw a selection box, by the way. Nothing to select, but I can draw a selection box. Escape from the fort. That's a good question. How do I do that? Can I climb out a window? Nope. Just outside this door. Fair enough. Oh.
There you are, you filthy crook!
You? What? You're drunk.
Oh, no.
Get out of here before I kill you.
Think you scare me? Not anymore.
That's terrible.
Mistake.
All right, here's the deal. It took me out of cautious mode, and I didn't know that, and I ran up, and it takes... Sometimes, in the course of your adventure, some non-player characters may become critical. This means if you let them die, the game is over. All right. If you attack an enemy while undetected, you gain advantage or surprise. This means you have advantage on a roll to hit. If you are a rogue, your sneak attack will be... Your attack will be a sneak attack, dealing additional damage. Understood. All right, so it didn't fail the whole quest. It just failed that part about remaining undetected. I guess? I have no idea. I'm going to shoot him with my bow.
You lose.
I guess I got my sneak attack?
Are you four here to see Lord Karen?
Yes. We're here to get drunk.
Well, we're not here to drink ourselves to death.
Well, thank you for making that clear. Well, if you're here for Lord Karen of the Legacy Council, that would be me.
All right. We should get paid for waiting. So you're real then, huh? That's weird. We should get paid for waiting.
I'd like to present you with a bill for the time we just spent cooling our heels.
Feel free. The Council's bursary enjoys a good laugh.
Can you tell us more about the job?
Well, I suppose it's better if you know what you're doing. What do you want to know?
About the Legacy Council, we're good, thank you. Are you our employer, or about the Principality? I mean, whatever, caring a bit of that. I don't quite know what the job is. Sure.
We hear this is a mission for the Council, but what is it exactly? Dear Moraike, you don't know? I'll try to make it simple. But you know,
politics. The council includes representatives of the most powerful and influential organizations in the Eastern Kingdoms. It was created to lead a joint effort to explore the Badlands.
All right. What organizations are there?
Organizations you mentioned?
The council is, how to put it, a non-governmental organization, meaning that state governments are not represented to avoid partisanship. Instead, there are delegates from the Guild of Antiquarians, the Tower of Knowledge, the Arcaneum, and the Circle of Denantar. And the Church of Einar guarantees fairness,
Einar.
led by Marshal Beric Sunblaze and Oathkeeper Lyra Keen.
All right. What are the Badlands?
What are the Badlands, really?
Simply put, they are a monster-ridden, chaotic wasteland that used to be the Elven Empire called Manicalan. It was destroyed about 1,000 years ago by the Great Cataclysm. Now, only ruins remain, full of forgotten knowledge, riches, and dangers.
All right. Looks like one other item.
Make up these Eastern Kingdoms.
Simple. The Principality of Masgarth, here, is in the middle. The Snow Alliance lies to the north. The Kingdom of Galavan to the east.
Yeah, the
and
combo
New
breaks in the
Empire to
tavern give a
south.
nice rhythm to it.
All
I agree.
Friendly, more or less. But the peace is fragile.
All right.
I think we know enough now. Thank you.
Are you our employer?
Going to work for you.
Not exactly, no. I'll be your contact with the Legacy Council, which you will serve as deputies. That's why we need to go there and get you sworn in.
We should go, don't you think?
Very well. Come, gather your things. You're late for your swearing in.
Hurry up and wait. The story of my life.
All right. Some advice on loading ability attacks. I like this. This is a pretty good game. I mean, I really like the tutorial. It gives each character a backstory, and it does it in a great way that it sections out stealth versus item use versus, doesn't have a lot of spell use. I will say that, although I probably could have done that with my mage a little bit, but you'd have to assume a character can cast spells. But that was pretty straightforward. So yeah, I'm digging this. So this is one of my downsides of a streamer. This is about an hour for me. I think this is where I'm going to wrap it up today. But I just wanted to pop this up and give it a try since I was trying this today. I wanted to let you work through it with me, see the same thing, and maybe you can make a purchase decision. I liked it. I thought this was a pretty good game. I'm probably going to give it some play time. With all of these games like Baldur's Gate 3, I play a little bit just to see how I can see how it works, and then I leave it because I don't want to play a lot before release. I want to see the game, right? When the game is the game. So yeah, so I'm probably not going to pay a tremendous amount of this, and I'm going to wait for it to get a little bit more mature. In terms of game streaming itself, yeah, I agree. It seems cool. I think it does really seem cool. It's a pretty good game. I thought Baldur's Gate 3 looked cool as well. It's interesting, though. There's a lot more 5th edition in this game than there is in Baldur's Gate. Baldur's Gate 3, excuse me. Yeah, I actually enjoy the little bit I played of the combat action and the skill use and all that stuff. I enjoy that a little bit more here than I do in Baldur's Gate 3. So I hope they take a couple cues. I know that's about a year away still. So I hope they take a couple of cues from this and let the players have that 5th edition experience, which is what I loved here. Although it'd be interesting to see somebody play this who's not used to 5th edition, that they're only a video game player. Would they have the same feeling? I don't know. I imagine Baldur's Gate 3 as it currently is would appeal to people who are used to things like Pillars of Eternity or other competitor games. But for someone like me who's used to 5th edition, this is pretty straightforward. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up here. Kind of relax. I'm going to do probably. So I'll see you next week when I talk about the D&D game stream. If you'll join me there, go ahead and give a like, subscribe, do all the social media things to this and any of my other videos. You can join me every week on Saturday at noon Eastern time, where I talk about D&D, do my game prep and game design for my players like you. don't. You can probably give it about 5 weeks lag and review some of the ones from 5 weeks ago to see how I came up with some of the stuff we saw in our games. But I wouldn't view anything earlier than that. It'll be spoilery. All right, so I'm going to wrap it up here. I thank you for joining me today. Like, subscribe, do all of those things. This has been a great time playing this. I hope you'll pick it up. I hope you'll enjoy it. So I'm going to sign off here. Leave it until next time. I might do a stream during the week. But remember, until next time, fun is not optional. Thank you, everybody. You take care.